Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna spray the side of the hill and get it damp. Then we're gonna throw down some seed, and then we are going to put some straw down on top of it and then wet that down, and hopefully that will kind of bind everything together so we don't lose any of the hillside from rain or erosion. So that's the plan. We got
1/3 dryland dry.
1/3 dryland dry.
And 2/3 sheep fescue.
And 2/3 sheep fescue?
Yes.
Okay. So I gathered all of the pipe corral. It's 5 foot high, 12 foot long. I gathered all the pipe corral that we had lying around the property, and we ordered 13 more panels that got delivered this morning. So hopefully that is going to be enough to do what we need. The big picture here is that we're going to put up the round pen here, and then we're going to put up a pipe corral pen outside of that, coming down on the lower end of this hill. And that's going to be for two reasons. First and foremost, as soon as we let the horses in here, if there's nothing there, they're going to just trample that hill. The second reason being is if somebody's out here in the round pen, then we can also have company enjoying the round pen and not being harassed by a horse. There'd be a buffer zone between the guest and the round pen, so the horses aren't messing with anybody. Anyway, we got to get the horses back over here. So what I need to do is get up this perimeter, but before I do that, I've got the round pen over there, and there's no sense in moving that thing, putting it down, and then having to put it back up later. So what I'm going to do is set up the round pen, and then I'm going to bust out the perimeter. So I think what I'm going to do is get all the paneling and basically just lay it down on the ground where I think it's gonna go, so as I can keep moving and not have to go grab anything. It's just all right there, and I just stand it up and put it together, lock the pin in, and done. So that's what I'm gonna do. So our perimeter here, the circle itself, is at 60 feet, and the round pen is 50 feet. So we should have a 5 foot perimeter, a 5 foot border from the piping to the edge of the hill right there. So anyway, I basically got it set where it should be, because the panels are 5 feet. So if the panels are out at the edge of the hill, I should just be able to raise them up, and they should be just about where they need to be all the way around. I know I'm pretty close. It's gonna have to take a little bit of adjusting because obviously this one didn't quite line up, but it's pretty close. So anyway, at this point I'm gonna jump over and do the perimeter because I've got about maybe 3-4 hours left of daylight, and if I don't get the perimeter up today and get the horses moved over today, then it's going to be 4 more days that they're going to be stuck over there in the goat yard without shelter and in this storm. So I got to spend my time on the other one. If I have any problems, I need to spend it on that. Okay, so I'm going to start doing the same thing I did with the round pen paneling. I'm going to get this pipe corral paneling here. I'm just going to start laying everything out, and get it where I need to, so I just have to lift it up and the feet should all meet. Anyway, check back in a sec. Okay, so far so good. I've been out here about 45 minutes. The round pen is kind of laid out, and now I got the perimeter laid out as well. Our calculations on the perimeter said we needed 19 3/4 panels, so we got 20, and I got it laid out to where it comes out just about perfect, so there shouldn't be too much adjusting, if any, when I start picking it up and putting it together. So what I'm gonna do is pick it up and just put it loosely, maybe with just probably one clamp, and just get it up, and then I'll go back around and do a final once it looks good. So these are the clamps right here. It's just gonna fit like such. Piece goes on top, screw it in. Anyway, pretty simple stuff. It's just gonna clamp right on there and put it on loosely and keep going. So I think I'm gonna try, because it's all laid out for the most part, I'm gonna try and start at the lowest point and start working my way back up. I think it's gonna be less difficult if I do that. And anyway, I'm gonna give that a shot. Yeah, that's definitely the way to be doing it, from the bottom up. So much easier. Everything actually lined up. The last panel from the bottom to the top where I came together lined up perfectly. So I'm gonna have to do some little tweaking and adjusting because they're 12-foot spans that are flat and I'm going up and down a hill. But it's coming together well. This is definitely the way to do it, from the bottom up. Okay, so I got it on rough. It's all the way around, all connected to itself. And anyway, I'm gonna go back around and just kind of start fine-tuning and tightening things and trying to straighten stuff a little bit better. So this is working well. I started in the middle section at the lowest point and basically just made sure that I was reading level on the end, and then I'd tighten it down here, and then I'd also make sure that I'm level off on the one bar there. And then that's just the pattern I've been following, and it's coming together pretty well. Little trick I came up with here, when I got the top clamp on and then I go to do the bottom, sometimes I have a hard time getting it fit in. So I'll just take my hammer, do like such, and that'll open it up just enough to where I can slip my pieces in. Mission accomplished. I started at 3:15 and it is now 7 o'clock. The horses are back, and I will have to do the round pen another day. But that's all gravy at this point. Why is it always got to be so much pressure to get these projects done? I can't believe I got that done in almost 4 hours. That was a lot of work. But it gives the property a whole new look. It's awesome. I'm so stoked. I'm super happy. Can't wait to get out there and do the round pen.